By mid-2006, the Xbox 360 redefined home consoles, enabling publishers like Rockstar Games to build more dynamic titles than before. With the success of GTA San Andreas behind them, Rockstar entered this new generation with something completely left field, showcasing their Rockstar Advanced Game Engine. What they delivered wasn't your typical pick-up-and-play tech demo. It was a challenging sports game that demanded timing and precision. My name is OneHip, and thanks for clicking on this video. I'm resuming my series on some of Rockstar's titles as I move into their HD era. In this video, I'll be exploring Rockstar Presents Table Tennis, as I find out how this game challenged the player and laid the foundation for Rockstar's future. Before 2005, the Renderware game engine was the go-to for Rockstar. With EA buying it, Rockstar feared that Renderware's freedom would be restricted. They responded by opening a division within Rockstar San Diego, called the Rage Technology Group. San Diego retooled their Angel game engine to facilitate development for consoles. Age would evolve into Rage. To show off what Rage was capable of, Rockstar commissioned something smaller, focused, and much less violent than before, handpicking San Diego to take on the project due to their advanced game engine experience. Development for Table Tennis began in 2005. Impressed with the upcoming Xbox 360 hardware and its ease of use, San Diego completed Table Tennis within a year. Released on the 360 in May 2006, and on the Wii a while later, Rage's showcase impressed critics. Its graphics and animations were highly praised, and the inclusion of online play extended the game's replayability. Rockstar had burst through the front door, but with a paddle instead of a pistol. Beyond its groundbreaking visuals and animations, Table Tennis is way deeper and more demanding to play than it looks. Understanding that I shouldn't just enter a tournament, I began my table tennis journey through its comprehensive training mode, picking the man, myth and legend Liu Ping to help me understand the game's controls. I learned the important fundamentals. Rather than just trying to slam each shot to win a point, I'd need to incorporate a variety of shots and spins to throw off my opponent. Where I was positioned on the table and where to send the ball back could also make or break a point. It was here that I realised that this was another Rockstar game that needed my undivided attention, and I learned this the hard way during my first tournament. I went into the amateur tournament as the American sensation Haley, serving, receiving, and returning the ball while anticipating my opponent's next moves put me in a flow state, building up to using focus shots with more power and accuracy. Once a rally got going, house music kicked in to keep me in the zone, seeing which one of us would flinch first. I defeated my first two opponents with relative ease. It was here I asked myself, is the game easier than I thought it would be, or will I start to struggle? That question was answered when I faced Carmen from Brazil in the final. No matter what I threw at her, she'd always find a way to win the point. Playing offense resulted in unreachable returns and errors. Switching to more defense rewarded me with Carmen's ferocious power shots. I became frustrated, and I regressed to nothing but slams, but Carmen would still always have a trick up her sleeve. My enthusiasm leading into this match morphed into dread. Carmen would taunt me by slapping her behind, and I could see Haley looking more and more resigned to losing as the match went on. All the focus shots in the world wouldn't have helped me break through, as I failed to beat her after 3 attempts. Mercifully, I could restart the match at any time, so on my 4th try, I went back to the training basics. I decided to play this match at my own pace. My aim was to focus on simply returning the ball, looking for Carmen's imperfections to exploit. My errors became minimal, and I returned most of her shots. I conserved my focus shots for when the time was right, and after winning a set off Carmen, she was the one who began to look uneasy. I pushed Haley to the limit, using every fibre of her virtual being to become the amateur champion. The elation on her face was palpable, and I felt like I finally broke through the wall. Picking my unlocked player Jurgen for the upcoming 2-part rookie series made the game click. Every match felt intense, and everything has to be earned. I won the first rookie tournament with a well-timed spin shot in the final, ironically against Haley. In the second in Sweden, myself and my semi-final opponent Cassidy reached full focus. The lights went down and the audio became muffled. At that point, it felt like we were the only two people in the universe, and it was brilliant. I defeated Cassidy and faced hometown hero Jesper, who made Carmen look easy. Where Carmen had variety with her playstyle, Jesper was simply brute force. Any ball above eye level would be devoured by him, and Jürgen's more accuracy-focused style left this Swedish enforcer unfazed. Jesper would bait me to lift the ball often, so he could answer back with immense power. A cheeky grin would show from him with every unforced error I made, which grew as my match restarts multiplied. At that moment, I reached my limit with this mode, and I decided to end my tournament run, at least for now. I went into exhibition mode to try Jesper out for myself. I realised how powerful he is after demolishing my opponent. My experiences cemented how good table tennis's gameplay is. Each character feels and plays differently, with their own stats. From power hitters like Jesper to spin masters like Lu Ping, there's enough variety in the roster to play table tennis with your own style. And with the Rage engine showcasing its understated gameplay, the overall experience is enhanced with its excellent visuals and soundtrack. Thanks for still being here with me. If you want to see more videos like this on older games from Rockstar and other studios, be sure to subscribe. I appreciate the support as always. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Table tennis's visuals and animations were groundbreaking for 2006. You don't even need to leave the main menu to see what Rockstar San Diego achieved. Not selecting an option in time cuts to a jaw-dropping gameplay video, showing the characters in action and up close. The presentation is where the Rage engine truly shines. Each character moves differently, thanks to American table tennis player Wally Green, who provided motion capture for the game. Rockstar would go on to sponsor Green, while he helped promote the game. This move highlighted Rockstar's efforts to make the game as authentic as possible. Players mistime shots when not balanced, and can miss returns when out of position. The camera closes in on focus shots and any close calls that can turn a point. I gasped when I began to see players sweat more as the match went on. From total elation to bitter disappointment, player reactions are shown physically with accompanying facial movements, making them feel more like you're controlling virtual avatars instead of video game characters. While standard today, animations like this in 2006 were nothing short of breathtaking, much like the game's lighting. The indoor stadium lighting reflects off everything it touches, while staying consistent during movement. The table is the level's spotlight, shining over players as the dimly lit crowd watches on. The contrast lifts during focus shots, and the table feels like the only object in the room during full focus, much like I experienced against Cassidy. That surrounding darkness adds to the already intense gameplay, making the lighting a standout. Rockstar San Diego didn't add lighting as an afterthought. They made it something that changes with the match. But table tennis isn't just a visual spectacular. It's an aural experience that also changes as the match intensifies. For table tennis, it's at its most engaging during its quieter moments. The ball pings and pongs on the table, with players grunting when exerting themselves. An unanticipated shot will cause the returning player to quip in surprise, while the crowd gasps during close calls. But that quietness isn't absolute. During intense rallies, that house music I mentioned before kicks in, until someone eventually breaks. The sound muffles during full focus, and even umpire announcements become inaudible. And when a point is finally won, the crowd will cheer as the victor celebrates. The loser quietly curses or mutters in their own language, adding emotion to each match. All of these details show that table tennis was more than just a one-off experiment. The announcement of Rockstar Presents Table Tennis was a surprise to the gaming community. With a reputation for delivering mature titles, Rockstar released a game anyone could buy. Critics initially saw it as nothing but a tech demo to showcase Rockstar's new engine. But after playing it, that opinion changed dramatically. Table Tennis's simple yet challenging gameplay and groundbreaking graphics elevated it to a fully fledged next-gen title. Rockstar San Diego took what they learned from the previous generation, and once again brought Rockstar into a new era. They wanted to develop something smaller and more focused as a proof of concept for Rage. A sport like table tennis, one set in a controlled environment, became a testing ground for their new character and lighting systems. Rockstar questioned if they could move away from Renderware, and table tennis was their answer. Rage's successful first outing led Rockstar to commission their next Grand Theft Auto game, which was built on what table tennis pioneered. Table tennis is remembered for being the first rage-driven game, with its advanced visuals. Its learning loop may feel unfair at times, but much like playing table tennis in real life, learning from your mistakes and improving can make you a better player, which adds to the game's immersion. The level of detail at the time was almost unmatched, and it holds up extremely well in the modern day. In retrospect, table tennis is an important moment in Rockstar's history. While it may seem like a proof of concept on the surface, it shaped Rockstar's future.